What's the weirdest sexual request you've ever had? She wanted to finger my gills. Not like a request, but her saying you can do anything with me, hit me, spit on me, anal, you name it. I felt like a child at the candy store and didn't know where to start. A guy I used to go out with wanted to go down on me while I was on my period. Said he wanted to feel like a werewolf eating his prey. No, thank you. Hitting. Not just playful hitting or slapping some ass. It was like a demon had taken over her body and she was yelling at me to hit her in the face as hard as I could. Felt like I was in a really shitty porn shoot. I had that once. But she didn't warn me or anything. Just hit me as hard as she could when I was balls deep. Totally surprised me. I thought I did something wrong. Looked at her and she was making like a boxer face like "Mon" and hit me, but she still didn't say anything. Very confusing. I told her I couldn't. She settled for some light choking. A former FWB asked me to duck her while holding a knife to her throat. It had to be a real knife too. If she knew it was fake, it wouldn't work for her. A girl I dated sophomore year of college handed me a large, fluffy ostrich feather and asked me to gently caress every part of her body with it. Apostrophe. Take off your socks. I have been asked to go duck myself. I was on Badoo. This older woman started talking to me, which at first I thought was a catfish. I went along with it for the shits and gigs. After your standard conversation, she just changed the game with, "I want you to piss and shit on me," whilst calling me a whore. At that point I deleted my profile and went on with my life. Probably choking, like until the point of passing out. Maybe not super weird, but I looked it up to know how to do it safely and found out it really can't be done without very serious risks. So I passed. Randomly, without me knowing when. Wake me up by sucking/licking my toes. Apostrophe. It was guaranteed sex. So I did it a lot. Alarm clock blowjob is hot too. Girl, Black Poc, that I, biracial white/native, started dating, waited till the third time we had sex to let me know she was into race play. Which, for the people who don't pay attention to the kink scene, is basically a kink with strong racial overtones. She wanted me to treat her like a runaway slave that was being punished for being uppity, which included all of the language they might have used. You know the words. Now I'm into a lot of kinks and have done some more extreme things in my life. But that was a bridge too far for me. Had to apologize and end the relationship there cause we just weren't compatible. That girl told me to punch her face and then said I punch like a girl. So I broke her nose. He has a huge ball torture kink and wanted me to draw blood from his balls and lick it off. A girl asked me to bite her ass, but that was it. Nothing more. I left very confused. Is it okay if daddy watches? I had someone tell me that she wanted to, but my lower stomach until I bled. Then use my blood as lube to duck her in the ass. I was about 14 at the time and had absolutely zero clue how to respond. This one time on a swing warp there was this guy who wanted me to bite the head of his penis as hard as I could. I was afraid that I would bite too hard. So his girlfriend kept demonstrating how I should do it. Still couldn't get myself to hurt someone. So I gave up after a few soft nibbles. I requested to eat cookies as Santa Claus as she watched me eat cookies. And she had to whisper "Big Daddy Santa Claus" in my ear while I was eating them. To take my breasts out. Probably tame compared to the others, but in middle school a peer invited me to join his harem. Explained lolicons as legal pedophiles and offered me money for nudes so I could buy Vocaloid songs. So many, but the craziest was cutting her during sex. I declined. A friend of mine was telling my boyfriend and I about a girl he was having sex with that pulled a razor out and asked him to cut her with it. He noped out at that real quick. I can't come unless you tell me, good girl. Another girl couldn't get off unless she was physically touching my dick. Like, I could go down on her or play with her tits and it wouldn't do much unless she had some form of direct contact with my dick. 1. To punch her stomach and vagina area while missionary her. 2. Recently I got into a polygamy relationship with two girls. They both asked me to allow them to pegging me, both using a strap-on. 1 on my mouths. The other one on my ass. 3. Rape her. Not like playing Where You Who Is Me. Don't worry. Role play. Like legit surprise her out of nowhere with a mask on. Tie her up and use her. Hits. Slap. Choking and intimidation included. A girl I met at the bar wanted to take me home and blow me while I shat in her toilet. Said she enjoyed the smell of poo while a load gets blown in her mouth. Not totally outrageous by sex standards, but considering that I took this girl's virginity and she had only been having sex for about 4 months, I was pretty stunned when she hit me with this line while I was on top of her. Press your forearm into my throat as hard as you can and don't stop until you come inside me or I black out. Not kink shaming, but the honest answer is pegging. No thanks, chief. Second to that was BDSM shit. I gave that one a shot, but couldn't take it seriously at all. Nowhere near my thing. My boyfriend asked if we could go to a sex club for a night, drink, dance, flirt and see what happens. He wants a threesome. Or maybe a couple swap. Maybe sex in front of other people. I was like, okay, what time? P stuff. Dude wanted me to massage his dick with my feet. Nope, no. Please click subscribe if you enjoyed this video.